Hello my darlings, and welcome back to a speed build today to kick off this lovely week. Welcome to Pine Overlook. Pine Overlook is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom modern family home in the world of Glimmerbrook. You all know me by now, I love to build modern homes in the world of Glimmerbrook. I don't know why, I just love the lots, I love the lighting, I love all the trees and the rocks and stuff. It just really pays respect to how I like my modern builds to look. So this is my favourite world to do it in, and yet here we are doing it once again. Yes, we are indeed. So, yeah, I love this house. Obviously, we'll be using some gorgeous custom content today. I really wanted to build a very much cantilevered sort of moment. So this build has all of the living area and space up on this area here that I'm mapping in right now. So up on this level, there is it's all kind of open plan, but I kind of separate it off using some strategically placed walls and stuff. But upstairs, we've got a living room, a kitchen, a dining area, a little reading nook area, a mini little gym. By that, I mean a treadmill. And that's it. But there's also 2 outside spaces as well, which is what I'm doing right now. One of them has got a lovely kind of seating area with a bar and a barbecue, and the other one is a little bit smaller. That is just a kind of outside dining space. Things do develop and change as I'm building this. In the beginning, I go for this, like, you can see me going down into the basement here. I thought I'd keep it in anywhere, just so you can kind of see what I was thinking. I was trying to add in a little driveway here, and then I remembered roof pieces don't go down that far, darling. So we end up just keeping it flat, and then I put in a carport instead in that area. But again, you'll see that a little bit further on as we progress into the build. But hello, I hope you've all had marvellous weekends, whatever you've got up to. I went out on a little hike, managed to record it as well. That video is probably going to be out next week on my other channel. So just keep an eye out for that. It was just a little day walk, just me, and I had a lovely time. I really did. You can even see I put in, well, I don't know if you'd caught it there. I was using a bit of live edit concrete to make it look like a sloped driveway. I was just like, that's just a pain in the ass. So we end up getting rid of that, and we end up just going for a flat driveway instead. But I really enjoy how this house came together. I was really inspired by my old build that I did many moons ago now in Willow Creek called Hargrove. Was it Hargrove House? I think it was. One of my favourite modern builds that I've done. And I wanted to do something similar in aesthetics, but very much on a smaller scale. And this is what I came up with, and I really like it. I love the brick. I love the black windows with the brick as well. We end up using Harry's Clean collection quite a lot in this. The seamless windows, the skylights, all of the windows are from Harry's that collection, including the doors as well. All of the doors, the slidey doors that I'm putting on now. This is the window moment that we're going ahead and doing. All of the bedrooms are actually on the ground level. So I put 3 bedrooms down here plus an ensuite bathroom. And did I do yeah, no, there's an ensuite bathroom and another bathroom down here. So actually it's a 3-bathroom, 3-bedroom house. I was lying. I forgot about the ensuite. And yeah, there's also, what else have we got? We've got a utility room, we've got an office. It's just a really nice family home, and it flows really nicely as well. I very much enjoy the aesthetic of this house. I'm on another modern build kind of moment, and there are plenty more that are going to be coming your way in the next few weeks. I'm definitely going to be getting out some community builds as well, so some lovely modern community builds. I've got that itch, you know. I don't know about you, if you're a builder, you get the itch to kind of build in specific styles, and then that's all you can think about when you're building. I want to build a modern house, and that is what's exactly happening with my life at the minute. And yeah, I really enjoy the outcome. This is the carport that I'm putting in. We've absolutely turned the page on those kind of driveways that I was doing that were kind of dipped down into the terrain. It just wasn't working, and we ended up going for a carport instead. You'll see that a little bit further on as we progress into the build. Annoyingly, I put lots of work into my terrain paints and stuff, and then what happened? I think we all know what happened with the terrain paints. They disappeared, didn't they? Yes, they did. So I had to go through and remap them all out, but hopefully That should be the last time that I'll have to do that. But yeah, this build will be up on the gallery this week at some point. I will get all the CC linked down below this week as well. So just be patient, my loves. It will be out on the gallery with all CC linked this week. I just haven't had time to do it today. And I've got plans, so I won't have time to do it this evening either. So just be on the lookout for it, my darlings. I'm mapping everything in at the minute. This area down here, I was like, oh, we're going to need access down here. So from one of the kind of like entertaining, what can we call them? They're not really balconies. They are a terrace. There we go. From one of the entertaining terraces, I end up putting in some stairs. And I actually move what we've got over the... It's going to be hard to explain. But what I've got over the one at the front was this kind of like walled area that kind of lifts up a bit, that I wanted to put a fireplace and stuff in it, but I was just not enjoying how it was looking from the front, so I ended up moving that one from the front to the back and then reducing the size of the terrace at the front instead, for something completely different. And I just prefer the look of it as well. Landscaping going in, ignore the ferns and stuff that I was doing around here. I kind of liked the sort of like mishmash of ferns around here, but as I was looking at it, I was like, no, it needs to be neat. There's just something that's screaming neatness with the landscaping in the front here. So you'll see in the video tour at the end that I end up just going for just a row of ferns instead of all of these kind of like naturally sort of placed ones. It just wasn't fitting the vibe with this house for some reason. It's a very simple thing, but for me, those little simple things make a big difference at the end when it all comes together, and it just wasn't sitting well with me, so I decided to change it. And that's exactly what I do, my darlings. I absolutely change it, and yeah, much prefer the outcome of it afterwards. But yeah, all of this terrain paint that's going in disappears, so I had to go and do all of this again, which was very annoying. When I came to look at the build today to get ready for the video tour, and I was like, where's all my bloody terrain paint going? I had to get it all in. So that was very annoying. Very annoying indeed. But yeah, we end up just going for lots of green landscaping, and I actually put in some trees and stuff at the back. Here we go with them, just to kind of map in with the trees and stuff that are actually around this lot as well. And then on the right hand side of the build, I dipped down into the basement a little bit more, just to make it look a little bit more interesting from that side, and it's not just kind of like I'm doing it now, look. Just so it was a little bit more interesting from this side and it didn't look so flat. I actually dip down into the basement and then make a little, well, it's not little, it's huge, this big kind of planter moment that just, I don't know, it just brings a bit of interest to this side of the build, makes the build kind of slope down a little bit further on this side, and I just really preferred it. I liked it like that. I just thought it added something. I don't know, I'm not an architect, I don't know what these terms are, but in my eyes, it added something artistic, and that's all that mattered, isn't it? Decided on putting a little half wall on these window bits here as well, just to make it again look a little bit more interesting. I don't know technical terms, loves. I just know when things, well, hopefully, when things look nice in my eye, and they do, and that's all that needs to be said, isn't it? You know. But yeah, I end up just putting down the same kind of landscaping that we've got around the lot down this level here, and these windows all look out from the bedrooms and stuff as well, so it just brings a pop of greenery into these bedroom areas, and also a little bit of privacy as well from, you know, people overlooking this area. But this is one of my favorite lots to build on. It's a 40 by 30 lot as well in Glimmerbrook, and I just love it. The lighting, everything on this lot is just perfect. And as I said, I really want to do a full world of in Glimmerbrook of just modern houses. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this little modern stint that I'm on. I'm going to just keep building places in Glimmerbrook, including some community lots as well. And yeah, I want to do that. Maybe next up something like a bar or a restaurant or something in this area would look really lovely. So be on the lookout for that, because that's probably what's going to be coming next as well. And then we can just fill up the other ones with some other modern looking homes. I think I'm going to do that, you know. Let me know what you think of that down below. I'm sure that you'll like it, because I know that most of you love a modern house, especially when I'm building it in The Sims for you lot, you know. So there we go. There's my little treat for you. Yes, indeed. But yeah, this little patio area, I decided to go around to all the patio that we're putting down and just frame it in with a really thin kind of fence, just so it, like, I I don't know, it added something there. And then this area here was just looking a little bit too chunky to me, so I kind of like skipped a little bit out, so it just kind of looked that the house is a little bit more cantilevered. And then we have this little driveway area that I end up putting in a little bit of a mini garage in there as well, just with some tools and stuff. But it's kind of hidden away behind the wall, so it just makes this house look very nice and minimalist and clean and very modern. Yeah, it just flows really nicely. I had a couple of hours gameplay in this house as well, just to make sure everything was working just as I want it. And this is my favorite aesthetic to build in, is modern. It's just my thing. It really is. And I think it always has been. I just haven't done one for quite a long time now, really. I did build the old mill for Henford on Bagley, but that was kind of like a mixture of modern and sort of like rustic, whereas I like modern minimalist kind of moments, you know, and that's what this is to me. But yeah, this is that little garage area using Max 20's wonderful custom content, and I just thought it looked really nice. It's kind of open to the elements, so if people wanted to come in and steal your tools and stuff, they easily could, but it's kind of like, you can't see it from the driveway, and it's covered as well, so that's why I kind of left it open. So this is where I started to put in that kind of entertaining space on the terrace. This is at the back of the house, so I've moved that wall detail that we had, that half wall that's got the barbecue and the bar and the fireplace in, and I end up putting it over here. Then I use Peacemaker's, I can't remember the name of this set, but it's a really lovely set, and it comes with all of these wooden slat details. And I kind of put this cantilevered bar with some bar stools and stuff at the end of it, and I just think it looks really nice. And then we put a little kitchen island in the middle as well. You know, this would be a really nice entertaining space for friends and stuff. But I didn't want to put the dining area out here. I was just like, it's going to be too squished. And then I used Peacemaker's kind of modular sofa set by the fireplace as well, just so you've got an area to come and chill out by the fire. Of an evening, you know, imagine this in the evening with all like the crickets sounding and the stars out and stuff. One day I'm gonna manifest it into my life, something like this. I'm fed up with living in the city now. I want to get outside. I'm a bumpkin at heart. I was always a bumpkin. I want to get outside in the countryside within the next couple of years, hopefully. I would like to look for a new place to live. You know, you heard it here first. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a real life makeover moment as well on the channel, or another channel, let's see. But anyway, so you saw me reduce the size of the front terrace, and I just think it looks better. I think it looks really smart in the front of the house, that black kind of like trimmed roof piece with this smaller terrace with these chairs and this. I can't remember who does these chairs. I think the chairs are from Pierre Sim, and I think the table is from Peacemaker. Not Peacemaker, sorry, Felixander. And yeah, I just thought it looked a nice little area out there before we get into the interiors itself. So this whole area, as I said, is open plan, but I just kind of put in these separating wall moments just to give the feeling of separation throughout this whole house. It still flows really nicely because the windows are completely seamless. I actually reduced the size of the windows on the back side. You can see them just off to our right now. Well, you can't see them, but they're smaller. They're not like full wall height. There we are. There they are. Look. And that's because I wanted to get some bookcases and stuff underneath of it. And I also just don't think it needed it around here. I mean, that's also a good look. Like, I love seamless windows, wall height on each side. But for this house, I just wanted it to look a little bit more cozier. So we put the big windows at the front and have the smaller ones over here as well. Just very nice. Very, very nice. And we use soft colours everywhere as well. Soft greens, pops of red here and there. We also do some blues and stuff downstairs, but I just kept it really classy. Very classy. Very, very nice indeed. Kitchen is off to the other end. So this is where I put in a kitchen with an island, and then this space that I'm actually pulling stuff out from is where the office is going to go as well. So I wanted the office right at the end of the house so they could like just get away from everything and not have noise around. And I love this kitchen. This kitchen is from Felixander's. The Florence kitchen is one of my favorites, and I love the version that kind of has a cantilevered edge, much like the house. Kind of like lifted up from the ground below. I just think that's really nice. And then we put in a lovely island in the middle, and There's just something about this. I love the grey with the wood. I just think it's really nice. I think it matches in with the aesthetics of this house really nicely. It's just very nice. And they've all got skylights as well. There's a skylight above the kitchen area itself, the living room, and also I think the bathroom at the other end of the house. This, what we're looking at now, right next to the office, was supposed to be a bathroom, but I was just like, no, do you know what? That would be really nice as a utility room. So I actually put in a washer and a dryer and a sink and stuff in there, and it kind of makes sense for the house then to have that in this area. I just thought it was really nice. It worked out well as far as I'm concerned. And I just love the whole vibe of this house. Nice plants everywhere, lovely modern art, lots of wood tones, very natural. I keep the brick all throughout the house as well. I just thought that was really nice to have that touch. And this is the office as well. So nice big table that kind of like looks out over the well, it's not countryside, it's the woodland, isn't it? Over the forest area. I just think this would be a really calming space to work in. And yeah, I'm vibing with it. I very much am. Just think it's in the perfect area as well, right at the end of the house. Very nice indeed. Do enjoy it. And I think we move on to the bathroom next, which is at the other end of the house. And again, I just didn't see the point of having two full bathrooms up here. Could have made that other place into a toilet, just a toilet and a sink. But to be honest, this is just, it's not too far to walk, you know, it's on the same level and that's all that matters. And just generically, this bathroom, I wanted to have a little bit more of a lighter tone with this. So I went a little bit more brassy with the plumbing elements and some lighter woods here and there. And it was perfect. And I was fine with it. And this little nook here, I was like, oh, this would be the perfect space to have a little gym area that I still wanted to have it kind of like separate from the house. So I use these dividers here from the bathroom collection and it just separates it off slightly and stops it looking like it's, you know, smack bang in the middle of the house. And I was kind of vibing with that. And this little area here, because both of the terrace areas are off on each side, I just put in a little reading nook and I really liked it. I thought it was perfect. And this is that little utility room going in now. It's like the under the counter washer and dryer. I can't remember the creator who did these, but they fit right under the counters and you can still use the counters as well then. They don't take up too much room. Put a little microwave and a coffee machine, I think, in here as well. Yeah. And it's just nice little area. And it's just where we need it to be. Now we're downstairs. We're downstairs on the ground level. So this is just, I think this is more along the lines of a guest bedroom. Could be a teen bedroom as well, whatever you wish. But I decided on going for it as a guest bedroom. So it's a double bedroom. I use Pierre Sims mid-century modern. I don't think it is a headboard. I think it's like just like a wooden detail for the walls, but I just think it looks really nice as a headboard. So I use it behind the bed and pop in a few blues and stuff here. But it's a really nice size, this as well. It allowed me to fit in a little desk into all of the little alcoves. Everything just worked really nicely. It really did. It flowed. It's my favorite thing to furnish like this as well. Like just minimalist and not over cluttered, and that's the vibe that I like IRL, you know. So maybe that's why I bring it to my Sims games so often. It's just how I like to live in real life, and I'm vibing with it. Do like this bedroom. I like all the woods and the tones with it. I really do. So this is the main bathroom downstairs as well. So full bath, full shower, all singing, all dancing in here. And it's open to the green as well. I just love the like pop of green on the right hand side there, especially with the bath right up against the window as well. It's just, I was vibing with it. I really was. Decided on doing a couple of sinks down here as well, just in case, you know. It's the main bathroom downstairs. And they've got options then, whoever wants to live here. Yeah, very nice indeed. And then I think we move on to the main bedroom itself. So this is the biggest bedroom in the house. End up having a little area that kind of separates off with these dividers, but also with the headboard that I'm using, which is from Harry's Clean collection, I believe. It just works really nicely to like separate the room off this area here, and then you can put the bed straight on that area as well. It's already got the lights and stuff that I put on it too, and it just separates this room off really nicely. And then this whole room is just surrounded in glass, so yeah, you can imagine the amazing light that you would get in this room at the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day. And I decided on doing a nice little lounger area that kind of looks out to the area, you know. Come down into the bedroom, read a book, and look out to that beautiful greenery outside. Just vibing. Oh, I'm for it, I really am. And then this room obviously comes with the ensuite as well. So just a shower room, but yeah, I just think it works really nicely. Works gorgeously in this whole area, really does. And then finally, we move on to the children's bedroom, I think, next. So this is the last room. It's a nice room. It's a lot more narrower than the other rooms, but it's kind of like, I reckon the kid who lives in here is probably about 12, 13, just a little bit older. So I didn't go down the route of putting toys and stuff in here so much. I mean, you can play with toys for any age, but I decided on making it a little bit more grown up for them, you know, a nice desk. And I that's the vibe. I mean, a teen could live in here if they wanted to, but just in my head, it was a bit more of a pre-teen living in here. But obviously, we haven't got that in The Sims just yet. But that's it. I'm going to leave you now. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another part of my Dream Home series. Leave me some lovely comments down below, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.